Hello everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. I'm finally ready to sit down and film. It's been a busy day and I'm so happy I'm able to fit this in. I haven't sat down to film a little bit. I kind of took a break, not even on purpose. I was waiting for something to come in the mail, and just with the state of shipping, the thing I was going to do a video on is late. So I didn't put up as many videos as I usually do this week, but I admit it was a little bit nice to take a little bit of a break. But I hope that you're all doing well. My tea of the day is I'm drinking Earl Grey again, just Tazo Earl Grey with milk. I've been kind of on an Earl Grey kick. You know how I am. I drink, it seems like, the same thing for days. I'm still on drinking Earl Grey. This is going to be an update to the Deck of Panning Project Pan. If you haven't seen the Deck of Panning Project Pan before, it's just a prompt-based project pan based around a deck of cards. So each card in the deck corresponds to a different prompt, which makes this a super fun game-like project pan. So we started back in January, so this will be my very first update. And I do have some prompts to roll out so that I can choose some new cards this time, which is always the super exciting part. So let's talk about those. For the prompt balancing act, which is where you choose a product where you have to use either too little or very little or a lot of a product just because of its pigmentation or something like that in order to make it work for you. I chose this sample of the Glossier Cloud Paints. If you haven't tried Glossier Cloud Paints, depending on the shade, you have to be really careful with the amount that you use because they are very pigmented. And this is just a sample card of the colors Puff and Storm. My goal was to use these up. And I asked in my video if anyone knew how much product was in these, and someone very helpfully said that it's actually not that much product, but it would be more if they didn't dry out. So what I've been doing is I've been using them, but like taping them down again to keep them from drying out. I finished off Puff, which is a light pink. I really enjoyed that actually. It was a really good light pink. Like I was worried that it would be too Barbie-ish, but it actually was, I thought, quite flattering. And I'm actually wearing the shade Storm on my cheeks today, and this one I think I can actually get more uses out of since it's so dark and I only have to use the tiniest bit. So again, I taped it flat so hopefully the product that's still in there won't dry out. But I'm surprised. I really thought I'd be rolling this out already, and I've just been focused on other blushes. So this isn't gone yet, so this will be staying in. For the prompt Project Graveyard, which means you choose a product that you've worked on in the past and haven't finished, I have rolled in my CoverGirl Single Shadow in the shade Mink. My goal with this one, because I already had pan in it, was to try and clear out this corner. I'll put up a picture of how it looked before versus how it looks now. And I have worn this one 6 times in the past month, which, I mean, that's not going to be enough times to really put a dent in it, but I'm happy to be using it because honestly, if I didn't have it in this project, I wouldn't have it out. I'd be using, I don't know, other things. So yay, I'm getting use on this. I'm still quite a bit a ways away from my goal, but this is something that I don't mind having out to work on. My next prompt was body care, and I had rolled in a little mini Way body and scalp scrub, and I don't know what I did with it. I do know, however, that it's gone. I finished it. I don't know if I set it down somewhere and someone else in my family threw it in the garbage. Like, I don't know what happened to it, but know that I did finish that body scrub, so that prompt is finished. Yay! Next up for the prompt Autumn, I rolled in this Bobbi Brown lipstick. This is the Crushed Lip color in the shade Bear. It's a beautiful brownie nude color, pinky brownie nude. My goal for this was to wear it 10 times. I'm currently at 7 times. I'm thinking I will be able to roll this out next time, and I thought I might be able to roll it out this time, but it's just a bit on the warm side, and right now I'm wearing a lot of cool toned makeup. This is the time of year where I wear a lot of cool tones, so I haven't used it as much as I thought I would, but just 3 more times and I'll be able to roll this out. So pretty confident I can roll that out next time. My next prompt was skincare, and I rolled in some sheet masks, an eye mask, and 2 face masks. I just used this one up last night. I actually really liked how it made my under eyes look very dewy and youthful, really nice. But anyway, I'm happy to have 3 more masks out of my stash. Next up, I had the SPF prompt. So I rolled in my Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I am wearing this under my foundation today. My goal for this is 20 times. I'm currently at 8 times. I do have another one that I use regularly every day, so this is just one that I use sometimes. So this one will stay in a little bit longer yet. For my last prompt, I rolled in the prompt Birthstone, which for me that's emerald. So I rolled in this shadow from Sydney Grace. This is the shade Emerald Eyes, and I just gave myself a goal of using it 5 times since this, you know, it's not really a shade that I'm reaching for this time of year. It's a bit more of an autumnal shade in my mind, but I have reached my goal, and I actually use this several times as an eyeliner, and I think a couple times also on like my outer corner for depth. This is a really, really pretty shade. I really, really enjoyed using it on my bottom lash line. It's just kind of a pop of kind of a bluish green. It's very, very beautiful. That is another one that is done. So last time, because we're only supposed to work on 5 products in this project, well, last time I rolled in the draw another card and I pulled that twice, which is why I'm working on 7 products. However, this prompt was one of the extras that I pulled. So now that I'm done with that prompt, I don't need to replace it, which means I'm now down to 6 products that I'm working on. So even though I finished 3 prompts, I'm only going to be drawing 2 new cards, which let's do that right now. I have my fun themed deck that's all Jane Austen themed. I shuffled this a lot. I shuffled it like 7 times. Before I shuffled, I made sure that there was indeed the Joker card in here. The Joker card in my Jane Austen deck is Mr. Collins. If you're a Jane Austen fan, you know that you never want Mr. Collins to call on you. It's always going to be a miserable experience. We don't want Mr. Collins. We don't want to see him. So if you haven't seen this project, if you get the Joker card, it means that you have to work on something that you really don't want to work on. And that's going to be different for everybody. Everyone has a product that they don't want to work on. And as of yet, I have not pulled the Joker. So let's hope that I avoid him again. I'm just going to pull off the top again. Let's see how it goes. Oh, I got the King. I was hoping to not get face cards this time, but that's okay. The King of Clubs, which stands for the character of George Knightley. If you just get a regular card that isn't a face card, Emily switches the board around every month, so to make it extra fun, you never know what you're gonna get, but the face cards do remain the same. And the King of Clubs, I will put up a picture so you can see. The King of Clubs stands for newest product. Oh, that'll be interesting. That will be fun. Okay, I guess I'm not quite so disappointed now. That'll be fun. Okay, and nice second card. Oh, so I got the 6 of diamonds, and it says, he was not an ill-disposed young man, unless to be rather cold-hearted and rather selfish is to be ill-disposed. That's a quote from Sense and Sensibility, and last time I had people asking me if I had like memorized all these quotes, and no, the deck came with a little cheat card for me to tell me which book it comes from. So diamonds comes from Sense and Sensibility. Anyway, let's look at the board and see what the diamonds represents. The 6 of diamonds, I should say. So the 6 of diamonds is eyeshadow. Oh boy, okay. Well, I will pick some eyeshadow, I will find my newest product, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back with my products. So for the King of Clubs, newest product, that for me would be this liquid, what is this called again? It's actually not on the product, which is really irritating, but it's from L'Oreal, and I think it's called the Gloss in Balm product, which I love liquid lip balms, and when L'Oreal released this, I was like, I gotta try. So I have the shade Rose Harmony, and I've already been testing it. I think it's lovely. I think it's really pretty, and I'm really happy with the color. Isn't that nice? So pretty. I'm not sure what goal I want to give myself for this. Nothing too intense because I'm very focused on panning some glosses, and I don't need to pan something like this because it's brand new. So I'm gonna give myself 10 uses on this gloss. Then the 6 of diamonds was the eyeshadow prompt. So I decided to roll in this palette of singles. I've had this sitting out to remind myself to use the singles in here for like 3 months or something, and I haven't done it, and it's just because I've been very focused on my Pan Those Eyeshadows project. But these are all shadows. These are from Sydney Grace, these 5 right here, and these 2 are from Colourpop. And the whole reason I've had them sitting out is because they're new to my stash and I haven't used them yet. I won't let myself put a single eyeshadow away until I've at least tried it. These haven't been tried yet. So my goal is to use each of these shadows at least 1 time. I'm actually really happy to roll this in because it will make me use these, which, I mean, it's not going to be a hardship. I love these tones. Whew, I feel like I really pulled some good prompts there. I was looking at the board before I started, and there were some I really did not want to get. Really did not want to pull, so I'm glad that didn't happen. Thank you guys so much for following along with this project. It is a super fun one to participate in. You can participate if you want to. You can still join in, even though we've started. It's no big deal. I always have Emily. She's the creator of this project. I'm sure I forgot to say that. I always have Emily and her intro video to this project linked down below if someone is confused about the rules, and if you want to join, you can check out her video where she explains the whole project. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye guys!